Hello, I'm Ro Crosby from Tero. This is the fourth in our series of 9 videos. In this video, we're going to look at the process of learning through the lens of this model. Nearly 3 decades of experience at Tero has revealed several interesting things about how people approach their own learning. Those who possess high confidence and high skills are typically eager learners. These people, although both confident and skilled, recognize that there's always more to learn. As long as the training isn't too rudimentary, they approach the experience with healthy interest and curiosity. When learning something new, it is easy to get overwhelmed and keep track of what's going on. Everything has heightened importance. Things don't slow down until you start to get some level of mastery over a skill. For those in the top right quadrant, nuances are easier to absorb because everything isn't new. There is a downside to the top right quadrant, and it's called the false consensus effect. Some people perform so adeptly that they assume the same is true of others, and this can lead to unreasonable expectations of others and relationship difficulties. Those on the other end of our self-awareness zone in the low confidence, low skill quadrant are faced with a choice. Do they want to acquire the skills? If the answer is no, engaging them can be a challenge. For these people, they need to see value and be convinced about why they should embark on a learning journey. Additionally, rapport building and the ability of trainers to create a safe learning environment are essential. For those in the bottom left quadrant who choose to acquire skills, they typically approach learning with some nervousness due to a combination of low confidence and low skills. They are cautiously eager to learn. For this group, the acquisition of skills is often accompanied by increased confidence. They may have been lacking confidence because they were lacking skills. And as skills improve, confidence follows. Changes in our lives often prompt the need for new skills. Some changes are voluntary, such as accepting a new job, starting a family, or making a physical move. Some changes are involuntary, such as an economic recession, a pandemic, or the death of a loved one. All require us to reskill to be successful in the new situation. I'm going to share a personal story that relates to how learning happens in the self-awareness zone of our model. I own a home at Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. When my husband and I bought the home, we also acquired a large cruiser to enjoy the lake. It's a Formula 40 PC. With the swim platform, it's 44 feet in length, boasts 2 large Volvo diesel engines, has more than a dozen batteries, and is tricked out with impressive technology. The tragedy of my husband's unexpected passing a few years ago disrupted my world. And with that change came decisions about how I was going to live my life in new circumstances that I didn't want and never chose. And one decision was related to the Formula Cruiser. As a first mate, I was in the top right quadrant of our model, high confidence and high skill. However, now in the role of captain, I was low confidence and low skill. I was acutely aware how little I knew about this extraordinary equipment and was intimidated by its size and technology. Should I sell the boat? Should I learn to captain it? Should I leave the driving to someone else? I decided to learn. It was a challenging learning curve that involved formal training, self-study, practice, trial, error, coaching, and feedback. There was also the need to overcome feelings of insecurity and confront a limiting belief system. Captaining a large boat is a stereotypical male role. While friends and family supported me, more than a few of them quietly wondered if I'd be successful, likely because they bought into that stereotype. I'm embarrassed to admit that at the same time I'm a proud feminist, I also held that bias. I'm delighted to report that I now confidently and competently captain the cruiser and assign first mate tasks to others, many of whom are nervous about learning their new responsibilities. Even takeoffs and landings are now simple for me in a variety of conditions. I recognize that I still have more to learn, and each year I add to my knowledge. And I especially enjoy the reactions I get from other boaters who are visibly surprised to see a female at the helm of this large boat. The zone of self-awareness and well-founded confidence is an ideal learning environment when we are reskilling in the face of a change. When have you had a similar experience with learning? Have you had that experience with a Tero workshop? Provide us with your feedback and stories in the comment section or by private email to rcrosby@tero.com. In the next video in our series, we'll examine the top left corner of the model, low confidence and high skill.